Tribe Action Podcast. I'm your host, Hurricane the Poet, and today we are here with Sparkle, Lifted and Gifted.
Rise Kings, Rise Queens. It's your girl Ice Sparkle Supreme coming to you live and direct. So we got something special today. I'm gonna just tell my story. What made me start the podcast? What made me start Lifted and Gifted? And just where I come from. So Hurricane gonna be interviewing me today.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my thing, y'all. I'm gonna do my thing, y'all. We're gonna try and find out what makes her tick, what keeps her going. Well, what's in that? What's in it that makes it sparkle? What's in the sauce? We're gonna find out today what is in the sauce. Sparkle, give me a little background. Tell me how old you are. Tell me where you come from.
Okay, well I'm 36 years old. I come from Oak Park, Sacramento, in California. It's a neighborhood, but we are a big neighborhood. We are a family. We're real close knit, and it just means everything to support my community is definitely important to me. So Lifted and Gifted is something that I created for Oak Park. So it's not just Oak Park, but for the community, but because I seen a need in Oak Park. So
What's the need in Oak Park?
our kids need to be lifted. Like, I know personally because I've been through a lot growing up. I was in foster care at the age of 5. I was put in foster care because my mother was doing drugs. It was some abuse going on in the home. It was just a lot of stuff. I came from a real crazy household, so I seen a lot of things differently. I grew up a lot faster than most kids, so I understand things differently. I look at things differently, and I just know that there is a need. Like there's things kids go through that adults may not understand. There's things that they deal with internally. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors with these kids, and sometimes they just need that right person to lift them up and just let them know, you special, you got something, and I'm here for it all. So definitely, that's a little bit about where I come from.
But tell us about these Lifted and Gifted programs. What's gonna get the kids lifted and gifted? How can we give our kids to you, and what can we look forward to you doing with them?
Well, it's basically an empowerment program.
Okay.
I write poetry. I've been writing poetry since I was 8 years old. Um, One of my teachers, Mr. Williams, rest in peace, he introduced me to Maya Angelou, Langston Hughes, W.B. Du Bois, Sojourner Truth. He let us know who we were, where we came from, and that we weren't just a product of our circumstances. We come from royalty, so it was real empowering to me. And when I read Maya Angelou's "I Know Why the Cage Birds Sing," I was 8. I think I was 8 or 9 years old, and it just changed my life. Like it empowered me. It made me feel like I wasn't the only one going through something. And just how she came up out of it, and how she used her words to express herself. That just showed me something differently. It showed me how we can empower ourselves. Like there's no force outside of ourselves. It's in us. So all we gotta do is bring it out. So you never know what's going on with these kids. They could be running around acting all crazy, bad. We call them bad. Oh, them kids are just bad. You don't know what them kids is going through and what they need to express. So that is a reason that I started that.
Well, let me ask you a couple of things. As far as the kids, as far as the programs, where will you be located at? Is there a
Yes.
campus? Is there a place that you'll be having the classes at?
We will be having classes at City of Refuge in Oak Park, Sacramento, which is located on Martin Luther King Boulevard, right next door to Flowers Fish Market, and across the street from Oak Park Community Center. City of Refuge has been a safe haven for a lot of people. Miss Rochelle and her husband Lauren, he's a pastor. They actually do a lot of community service for the community, for the homeless. They have meals, hot meals daily, showers, and all type of resources available. So definitely you can come by anytime, if not just for the program, for other resources as well. If you are in the community, if you have families that need help, or if you know of a family that needs help, we're definitely here to support it all. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, okay. Now, give me a little family background. How many of it is brothers and sisters, and then how many do you have any kids? Do you have any, what's going on with that type of situation? Like,
Yeah.
how many of it is? How many sparkles is it?
Well, there's only one spark.
Okay, 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 okay.
Well, my mother actually had 5 kids. So she had 5 kids with 4 different men. So we are all, we all come from different. In my household, we don't look at it like that.
Right,
Some people be like, oh,
right,
that's my stepbrother, my stepsister. No, we don't. We're
right,
family. We all
right,
come from our mama.
right,
I didn't
right,
really
right,
know my dad. I really didn't know my dad like that. So my mother had 4 kids, and everybody thought we all came from the same person. But it's a lot of conflict in a home with 4 different kids. Well, we weren't never all in the house together because we all got separated. My sister, she's 10 years older than me, and I got a brother who's 5 years older than me, but he was put into the juvenile system at the age of 10, labeled a menace to society, and was taken away from us. And I was 5, and I got put in foster care. My little brother got put into foster care. He was 3. Um, and then my baby brother, he was born into foster care. So we just all been in the system. We basically were raised in the system, whether it's the foster care system, the juvenile system. We were raised in it. That's who raised us, and we experienced a lot. Like I specifically experienced a lot, but all of us have our own unique story to tell, and I believe everybody has a story to tell. That's important because you don't know whose life it might change. Because there's some girls who experienced that I grew up with who went through foster care with me and went through some of the same similar experiences that I went through, but were not mentally strong enough to carry it or to move on or to, get over it. You know what I mean? So I feel like just being the person that I am, I'm very resilient. I'm very optimistic, so I believe there's always something good out of every bad situation. I believe that wholeheartedly. So I feel like my story can change a lot of people. I feel like the power that I have inside me, can help a lot of people. And I just feel like, why keep it to myself?
There we go. There we go. So let me ask you one of those. Show me what it looks like.
Yeah.
We bring a kid to you. What is that kid gonna see? What is that kid gonna feel? What is that kid gonna hear? What are they gonna go through? Can you give us any tidbits on what that kid might experience, or maybe even what the outcome that you would like that kid to go away with? Maybe that's a simpler question.
Well, the first thing I would want to do is just try to get that child to be comfortable with me,
Okay.
because that's like the first thing. A child is not going to open up with you unless
Right.
they're comfortable with you.
Right.
Me, I love kids. I'm a big kid myself. I play with the kids.
Mm.
I
Mm.
let them be themselves. Because a lot of time, adults don't let children be children. They're stressed out about adult issues. But sometimes we do have to let them be kids. Let them draw, let them write, let them play,
Right.
let them run. See what they
Right.
like to
Right.
do. See what
Mm.
piques their brain, and just let them be them. And then they'll come and talk to you. Like I'll give them assignments and stuff. Let's do this writing assignment. I want you guys. I'm gonna read a poem to or a song or something,
Okay.
and I want you to tell me how it makes you feel. Like let me know what you think about it. What did you get out of that?
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then I want them to write something. You write
So
something.
what I'm hearing is a way for them to express themselves, get used to expressing themselves
Hmm.
on a regular basis, and then you're helping it flow, and you're not creating it but cultivating it.
Yeah, introducing positive lyrics, positive poetry, positive music, because there's so many influence outside of our homes, like the radio station.
Right, right.
It's just all type of stuff to where it's not really teaching our kids the things that they need to be learning. So if we can, direct their attention, listen to this, listen to some Lauren Hill, see what she was saying in this song, listen to some Maya Angelou, understand where she was coming from when she was talking about this.
There we go.
So let's empower these kids, motivate them, get them in activities, dance. They love to dance. They
Okay,
TikTok all
okay,
day.
okay, okay.
So let's get in where they fit in. Let's do some dance. Let's do some music. Let's do some art. Let's draw. Kids draw. You can learn so much from their art. You know, you can learn so much from the things that they create. So, you know, I just want to hone into that creative, you know, part of their brain and, you know, just push them to be their best selves.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Well, you hear she's pushing the kids to be their best selves. She's putting them in an environment where they can feel comfortable with expressing themselves, and then giving them the tools to re-express themselves on a continual basis. That
Right.
sounds phenomenal. It sounds like a beautiful place, and
Thank you,
we're gonna make
Michael.
sure we get all our kids up in there. Now,
Yes.
tell me a little bit about the musical programs that you're doing. What are you doing with the artists? What are you doing with the singers and the songwriters and the rappers and the musical poets? What you doing?
Well, Sacramento has a lot of talent. You know, I personally grew up around all of this talent, and we're not getting the attention that we need. So I feel like if I created a platform to showcase these dope ass artists, you know, these poets, these singers, these rappers, you know, that got something to say, that have a message, that need to be heard,
Yeah.
providing a platform. So Sunday nights I do have a cipher where I get probably about 5 different rappers or poets or singers or you know whoever wants to join that night, and we come together and we just do a big old you know cipher and just
We
everybody
got
show me what
ciphers
you
going
got.
on. We got
Show me,
ciphers
show
going
me what
on.
you got. You
Okay.
know,
Okay.
if you got it, show me what you got. And most people got it. Like a lot of the people, you know, I just wanted to give them the opportunity just to go out there and be their best self. You know, this is me. This is what I do. Why did you write that song? What
Okay.
encouraged you to do that? Like, what
Hmm.
you know, just pick. I like to pick people brain. I like to know what's going on. Where did that come from?
Right.
You know, and what do you want to do with your music?
Right.
Where do you see
Right.
yourself? You know what I mean? Because so many people or so many people from the hood don't get a lot of opportunities because we're overlooked. You know, I see a lot of what are they called? Mumble rappers and just they're fake rappers to me. A lot of them. You know what I mean? They're not saying nothing. It's just all about the look. You know, but they're
Right.
not. There's no message behind it. As an
Right.
entertainer, you have to have a message. What is your message? So that's my goal is to put that message out there. If it's a positive message,
Okay.
you know, that's really what I want to do. Um,
Let me ask you.
you had asked me about my children.
Bam.
I have 4 children. I have 2 boys and 2 girls. My sons rap. They do music. They've been rapping since they were like 4 years old, since they could talk, you know. And they go, man, I'm so proud of my boys. My daughters, my oldest daughter, she sings. She's a little shy, but she
Come on.
sings, yeah. And then my youngest baby, Kylie, she's really my inspiration for really starting the program because she's 8 years old. She was diagnosed with Tourette syndrome when she was 6. She started showing symptoms when she was 5. Tourette syndrome is a neurological disorder where you have tics that you cannot control. You have involuntary movements, involuntary outbursts, ADHD, things like that. Some have dissociative personality disorder, rage. It's just so much OCD. It's so much that goes in that spectrum.
So let me
So
ask what that looks like. So sometimes she'll just move. Sometimes she'll just speak. Sometimes she'll just.
she makes a lot of noises.
Okay. So not
Like it
necessarily
could be
speak, but more
yeah, it could be
audible.
it's all types. Excuse me. She makes like clearing her throat. Sounds like kind of like allergies, um, hiccups, just different noises. It could be anger. She has anger outbursts constantly. That's one of her main ones. She gets mad really fast. It could be over anything. You bump into her, you say something, you sneeze. It's one of the big things
You
for her.
breathing
If
again?
you sneeze, oh my goodness. She is. That's my baby though. But one thing about not coprolalia, because she has coprolalia as well, but that's where you use obscene gestures, flip people off, curse. You know, she does that a lot. What we do is we ignore it.
Okay.
We ignore it. So, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, you let her talk to her like, you don't even know her.
Right.
So
Right.
That doesn't even bother me, but I do want to bring awareness to Tourette's because a lot of people don't know what it is. And Kylie, she'll get angry, she'll have her moments, and people will think she's doing this on purpose. It's not purpose because when you say it or you assume she's doing it on purpose, that caused some other emotions inside of her. So now she comes to me. I see everything because I'm her mother.
Right,
I'm her vulnerable spot.
Right.
So she'll cry to me, and people don't believe me. They think I'm lying. They think I'm faking, and it's like she cannot control these things. You know what I mean? Like she has a hard time sleeping. She has nightmares. She's just very dependent on me. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't understand. She has ADHD, so she can't really concentrate in school like that. She cannot read. She cannot write. So a lot of things confuse her. She'll get real frustrated. But she can rap. She can make music. She can play the piano. She can make beats. She can beatbox. You can put on a beat and she will rap the whole beat. She's amazing to me. Like I've never met someone as young and as talented as her musically. You know what I mean? And she used to cry to me and be like, "Mom, why did God do this to me? Why did He give me Tourette's?" And I'm like, God gifted you with that. You special. That's your superpower. Can't nobody do what you do. Yeah, you gonna go through your rough times and all that, but that's because God gave His strongest soldiers the hardest battles. And I always tell my daughter that. And I just uplift her, and I constantly uplift her, and I just know I'm her number one cheerleader to all my kids, actually. And some kids don't have that. Some kids don't have that. I didn't have that. I didn't have no one cheering me on when I was younger. I grew up in foster care. I didn't have no support. It was a real negative environment for me as a child growing up, but I found an outside source to help lift me up, and that was my teacher, Mr. Williams. And Miss Williams, his assistant, she still supports me to this day. I love you, Miss Williams. But yeah, they really pushed me and really, showed me that I had some gifts. Even though I had a lot of anger in me, I was acting out, fighting, just mad at the world. Um, but that's only because things weren't going right in my home, and that'll look like you're acting out at schools or in the public or whatever. But that just goes to show you don't know what's going on in somebody's home, and I see that in a lot of kids. I'm from Oak Park. I'm at the big park, McClatchy Park, all the time. I see kids acting out. I see kids just
doing too much.
Yeah, and even I can see the sadness in their eyes. Like they're not really happy. I see that a lot in kids. Um, and that's what really motivates me is to be that light that I had when I was younger in a dark space. Because that can be the one thing to change that child's life. Because like I said, I grew up with girls that are in a bad space now. You know what I mean? Because they didn't have that or they didn't get that. And it's like I don't I want to be the one to be that light to help and show these kids how gifted they really are.
Okay. So growing up in that environment really gave you some tools, and it really gave you a yearn and a zest to really want to help some people, and you formulated some programs in which enable to do that. And I just really, really want to commend you. We want to go over City of Refuge again. We want to give out that address.
Okay. So Martin Luther King Boulevard. I'm not sure of the street numbers. I should have been a little bit more prepared.
It's okay.
But you guys can Google it. City of Refuge, Sacramento, and Oak Park on Martin Luther King Boulevard. Open Monday through Friday. I'm actually starting the program at the beginning of August.
Okay.
So we will be holding classes Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm working on the times. I'm about to put everything out there. Follow me on Facebook, Sparkle Sky with 2 Y's. I'm also on Instagram as what am I on Instagram as? supreme.queen85. That's my Instagram name. And I'll be posting what I'm doing and just reaching out to anybody who wants to be a part of the program. Kids, I actually reached out and found a lot of kids in the Sacramento area and surrounding areas with things like Tourette syndrome, ADHD, autism, things like that, to where, a lot of people don't know what to do. But these kids are still kids too. Mm-hmm. They just don't know how to express themselves. Right. So all we got to do is find a way to help them express themselves. So bring them kids on, man. I love them. I want them all.
Lifted and gifted.
Let's make it happen, Cat. Yes.
Oh my goodness, Sparkle, you are always such a pleasure to talk to. It's always such a pleasure to be around. It's a little short, little fuse, and it's going all the time.
Yes.
Oh man, it's good to what is going on with the kids? Do they have some shows? Are they performing? Do you have anything coming up?
Yes, actually Growing Oak Park is having a backpack giveaway this Saturday at McClatchy Park from 1 to 6, and Kylie the Kid will be performing her single Dance, and we would love for everybody to be there and support. Come out, get the kids some backpacks.
Okay.
This
Saturday, McClatchy Park.
1
to 6.
1 to 6. Come out and support. And we need all the support, donations, all that. Growing Oak Park is also on Facebook and Instagram. Shout out to Dietrich for everything that he does for the community, for all the kids. It's a group effort. It's so many of us out there doing good things and are not acknowledged. But I definitely want to give a big ups to everybody doing their part, because we see you.
Yeah,
and if it ain't nobody do the job wouldn't get done. Right. Trust and believe that.
Right. And we feel you too.
Yes.
We feel you too.
And the thing is, a lot of us, we're from the community that are doing stuff. We don't have no
funding.
We don't have no funding supporting us. We're doing this from our hearts, just because this is our community. We love the kids. We love each other. We're a family. We consider everybody to be family in the community. We know each other by families. Right. Who's your family? This is how we are. So we don't have no help. We're basically funding everything out of our pockets. So we definitely need help. We need support. We need donations. We need the people to come together. There's power in the people, always. So we gotta come together. We gotta support each other. We gotta love on each other. We gotta build each other up. Because if we don't, ain't nobody else gonna do it. If they see that we ain't doing it, why does anybody want to help us?
Right.
We gotta love each other. We gotta lift each other up. We gotta show each other how powerful we are. We have to do that. Nobody else can do that. So that's why I do what I do.
And it feel good looking at it, don't it?
Yeah.
Don't we? We want to wish you the best, Sparkle. We want to make sure that we follow you on Instagram. Is what?
Instagram is supreme.queen85.
And
my YouTube is Sparkle Sky with 2 Y's, SKYY. And just, look me up. I'm actually working on a website for Lifted and Gifted, so stay tuned. That will be coming soon. And I'm just working on a lot of stuff. I'm trying to build. We're trying to save our park.
Right.
They're trying to take our parks from us. They're trying to regentrify Oak Park. And we've been here. This is our family. This is our community. Right. We have no home without Oak Park.
Right.
So I feel passionately about it. I love my people. I love my community. We love each other. We come together. And we're going to continue to come together. So, I started Lifted and Gifted so we can lift each other up. We have so many gifts amongst us to where we shouldn't be all separated. We should all come together and lift each other up.
Right.
Period.
This has been another Worldwide Reaction Podcast. I'm your host, Hurricane the Poet. This is I Sparkle Supreme.
With Lifted and Gifted Podcast. And I definitely appreciate you guys coming out, hearing my story. I feel like I can't interview, people and you not hear my story and why I started this, why I'm so passionate about this, what made me start it, and what my end goal is. my end goal is for us all to come together, from the north to the south to the east to the west. We all are the same, and we got to come together for our children to build them up so they can have a better future, have somewhere to play, so they're not scared to walk down the street, and they can speak their mind and know who they are.
With
That's
their chest
my goal.
out. With their chest.
Say it with your chest.
Say it with your chest. All right.
So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're gonna come to you with more content, more videos, more empowering poems. That's the end goal, to lift my people up and know who you are, and you are powerful, queen, king. Know who you are.
Go ahead with the rise. Go ahead with the rise. Go ahead.
Rise, queens. Okay, so I'm gonna say a poem for y'all.
Okay, there we go.
I'm gonna end this with a poem for my people, y'all. Okay.
That's what I was waiting on.
So this one is called Rise. Let me find it. Okay, I found it, y'all. Rise, queens. Rise, kings. I am the gift that my ancestors gave. I am the dream and the hope of the slain. I'm going to show you why I sparkle supreme. Every single one of us are beautiful kings and queens, descendants of greatness who overcame many things. I represent my ancestors, for they are from which I came. Oak Park, Sacramento. It's not a hood I bang. I don't think you understand me. We really family. It's a generational thing. You see us all, look around you. It's an inspirational thing. Beautiful black skin. Beautiful black skin. Different shades of brown dipped in just the perfect amount of melanin. Never deny your beauty. We lost a lot of really good souls, but yet we stand strong through pain. Born to die, bred to win. They hate to hear our name, but they know we are not the same. We gotta love on each other more, cause tomorrow ain't promised to none. We have to come together. It's time we stand as one. We lost a lot of good souls, some known and unknown, from this soil we are. We got game from the OGs, but really, what lessons we learned? We breaking generational curses because them lessons was wrong. How many black lives we gotta lose before our race will be gone? We can't keep contributing to the madness. It's been the plan since day one. Homicide, genocide, crack era, the extermination of whole races because they think they better. School systems ain't for us. Justice ain't for us. Minorities is porous and police keep killing us. So they say hold on to hope. But if we don't do something, that hope has no rope. We gotta break that cycle, y'all, and reclaim our throne. There is power in the people. And honestly, people, we dope as fuck. Open up them beautiful eyes, because I know you realize you are the chosen ones. So rise.
All right. Man, I sparkle up in here, getting a little twinkling on,
So supreme.
There we go.
Yes.
Man, we want to wish you luck with your podcast. We want to make sure that your program gets off the ground and continually goes forward. We want to make sure all our kids are involved in getting some of this lifted and gifted. Make sure you connect and bring your folks. It's at the City of Refuge, Martin Luther King Boulevard, Sacramento, California, 95817. Google it. It's right next to the Flower Fish Market.
Yes.
You can't miss it.
Yes. And the old Bells Bonds.
And the old Bells Bonds. And Saturday, Diedrich is giving out backpacks.
So we have a community backpack giveaway. It will be entertainment, it'll be music, it'll be food, it'll be all that good stuff. Bring the kids out, bring the family out. It's gonna go down. We got a lot of entertainment. We got some special guests coming through. So
Kylie the Kid.
Yeah. So definitely show me what they do. Show you what they do.
All right. We're gonna get out of here. We wanna thank y'all for coming through. We wanna thank y'all for spending some time with us. We wanna thank y'all for reaching out and telling somebody about something good. Go ahead and push some love around. It'll help somebody.
Yes, definitely.
It's the Worldwide Reaction Podcast. I'm your host, Hurricane the Poet, and now you know it.
Peace and love, y'all.
Thanks for coming through, Sparkle.
Yes, thank you for interviewing me today. It was needed. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I thought I was gonna cry.
No,
you know?
she did good. She did good. She did good.
So thank you.
Oh, don't do no crying. Don't do no crying.
Hey, you know I'm a big girl.
Get them a couple out of the way. Get them a couple out of the way.
So until next time, y'all, stay tuned, stay beautiful, stay blessed.
Peace.
And we out. That was nice.